And we're back to music piece yet again, man. This is like 2 weeks in a row that we're just rocking the music piece. Fam, Chris, guys, would you be upset if One Piece just became a musical at this point? I know I wouldn't be.
Yes.
I think that would be fucking fantastic, actually.
I'd be upset.
In fact, no, I think it would be one of the best things that the franchise could have ever possibly done. Oda, you got to cook this one up. I believe in you. Just have somebody with like a devil fruit that curses the whole world. Like they're all stuck in song forever. Like that would be a great bit.
Thank you.
That'd be a fantastic gag.
Don't
I
want
think
it.
you should do it. You can give me the rights, or not the rights. I'm sorry, you can keep the rights, but you got to give me like a little bit of something for just spoon feeding you that idea there.
Nope, don't want it. Don't need it.
You no fucking fun over here. Whatever, man.
I'm okay with music anime. Just don't make it musical anime. Why
not? It sounds like it'd be a great time.
I think it'd get real old real fast for a guy like me.
Nah, it'd be perfect. You just don't see the vision yet, dude.
You're right. I do have terrible vision. It's true.
You absolutely do have terrible.
We can't all be Katakuri'd.
Yeah, we can't all be Katakuri. That's absolutely right. Hey, Justin, you've been quiet. You're here too, right?
Yeah. I was just pondering.
Right.
I wonder who the I don't know if they're like a composer or a music director. I just want to know who made Music Piece. Like who was brought on board to make all this happen. That's what I want to know. That's what I'm curious
Who was brought on board to write the music for Music Piece in these last several episodes? That's a good question. I mean, I have to assume it was some Japanese composer at some point in time. There are manga panels like Big Mom's introduction was like written as a musical bit. I will say, not that obviously a manga doesn't have fucking notes or music attached, but like in Big Mom's first introduction, where you like meet her. It was written with like special bubbles or something. Like it was meant to be interpreted as she's singing a song or a musical. And I remember like when the chapter first came out, everyone was like, "Oh boy, I can't wait to hear how this one's gonna play out." Everyone's like, "Oh, it's pretty good. Not bad." You said, obviously the music or the manga's not going to have music attached to it. And all I could imagine was a Hallmark, one of those Hallmark cards that has the little tab and you open it, but instead you turn the page and it just starts playing the music. Actually, that would be a really good bit.
Everyone's picking up their weekly copy of Shonen Jump and they're like, why is it thicker and heavier this week? They didn't add anything new. It's just 10 pages of these Hallmark card little recording devices.
Little jingles, yeah. I like that. No, that'd be a good bit. That'd be a great gag, actually. I'd be down. I'd be a huge fan, actually.
I totally believe that.
I would be all in on that gag. Absolutely. I would pay a premium to have that.
Just one time, Oda. Do it one time.
Do it once. Yeah, like for the like one big reveal. Have at least one page where when you get to the fucking page, it plays like one generic fucking like theme track.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, dude.
That'd be sweet, man. I would love that.
But hey,
all right, we watched One Piece this week.
How about a summary?
I'll do summary. I like summary.
All right.
Today's the day. People from all over the world have gathered on Whole Cake Island to bask in Big Mom's good graces as they bear witness to Sanji and Pudding's unholy matrimony. But as we all know, that's not all that lies ahead. We're also in the midst of a three-way betrayal between Big Mom, the Vinsmokes, and the Fire Tank Pirates. Despite some friction from a few unruly guests at the front door, the tea party is going off without a hitch. Mother Carmel is present, Big Mom is happy, and the food is great. So far, so good. Sanji and Pudding arrive in grandiose fashion and make their way down the aisle. The two exchange vows, and Sanji lifts Pudding's veil to seal their fate with a kiss. In this moment, Sanji compliments Pudding's third eye, something that's never happened before. And overwhelmed by her emotion, Pudding blows her moment to shoot Sanji. Not even Katakuri, equipped with precognition, could handle the situation. As Sanji stands tall through a failed assassination, the Vin smokes, along with the rest of the onlookers, are left dazed and confused. And before anyone could make a move, an army of Luffy clones burst out of the wedding cake. What a chaotic scene ready to take place. How can anyone predict what happens next? With a chaotic scene ready to take place. Oh, excuse me. God damn it, I fucked that up. Hey, you know, can I give a fun fact?
Absolutely.
So, Christian, remember when I said that like the anime was like overhyping this whole like meeting Katakuri situation and even like other various members of Big Mom's crew? This episode, or rather the set of episodes, the bit where Katakuri just comes out and, you know, fucking flicks a jelly bean on a motherfucker to death is our first manga introduction to this guy. He literally just like we never sniffed him out. We had no inkling, no inkling that he ever existed. We're just, you know, Beji is, you know, being the doorman for the tea party. The goons, like the underground goons, come in, and then out of fucking nowhere, this guy with a jelly bean goes like, "I've sniped you from across the map."
Wait, so the earlier scenes we get of him walking to the chateau and stuff like that, you don't get that in the manga?
We don't get that. We don't get the same thing with Oven. We don't get the same thing with Daifuku. We literally get none of that.
That's way better.
It was kind of fucking banger at the time. You know, I remember back in the day when I was reading this shit current, and I was like, wow, we did it. We've got Sanji back. We have a game plan. I was still unconvinced that we were going to take Big Mom down for the count. I still believed that the plan would go awry in some way. But I was like, you know what? I think with one of the sweet generals taken out and another sweet general was taken out by fucking Aruge in a past life, that leaves only two left. I mean, we haven't met the other guy, or the other person, but maybe it won't be that big of a deal. And then this motherfucker comes up with Future Sight. And then I remember in the back of my mind, I was like, oh, hold on, wait a minute. we got a JoJo character just came on screen.
Literally a JoJo character in the One Piece universe.
Joseph Joestar, but he's into beans.
Next, you're going to say.
Yeah. Anyway, Justin, what were you saying? I didn't mean to cut you off.
I love Katakuri so far for really one thing, and it's dumb, but it's my kind of dumb.
Oh boy, here we go.
He brings a whole new definition to flicking the bean.
There it is, boys.
All right.
8 minutes into the show, we made
incredible. Yo, that's it. Yep, we're done for the night. That's it. We can close up shop. The entire evening was building up to this one moment.
Wrap it up.
We've blown our load. We're never gonna be able to live up to that expectation ever again.
I made a secret agreement with Dylan that the moment this joke is made, the episode's gonna end. Sorry, everybody.
Wait, I didn't know there's a self-destruct code.
It's all right. Exactly, you weren't supposed to.
You weren't supposed to.
That's the whole point.
You fucked up.
Well, all right. It was. Thank you everybody for listening this week. If you'd like to follow us on it.
Yo, but what if though? We just released a 5-minute long episode. Wait a minute, that would be a really funny bit. We should do that one.
Dylan, I have a special request.
Have the stones. I think we have the stones to do that.
I think we can do this.
I don't know about tonight. But one day we're gonna release a fucking 10-minute long episode. I'm gonna actually make this bet with Dylan one day, where as soon as like a dumb obvious joke is made on recording by one of you goons, that the episode just ends for real. I like that.
Maybe you should do that, Brennan, since you kind of know what's gonna happen. Ish.
I'll map out some easy jokes.
Yeah.
They can't be. I'll be honest. Can I just say it? I did not think about flicking the bean.
Wow.
I got hit today with that for the first time.
Interesting.
That's
crazy.
So fucking real. I'm just not creative enough for you guys.
I said that I watched my episodes last night in our community Discord because Devin got hit by big internet. So I took over his shift for him, and I literally said the joke in the Discord, and I went, don't worry. A bunch of people groaned and went, come on, really? And then I went, you better get used to it because you're going to hear it when this episode comes out. I said, you better, if you think it's bad now, just wait till we actually record this.
Man, that is a really low hanging fruit too. I can't believe I never once thought of that.
I'm astonished, frankly.
Yeah, I'm a little dumb in the brain. Well, I also forget that Sarfunkel and Gaimon exist in this fucking anime, and that there's
Well, I think that
Garfunkel
joke
bit.
goes a little bit unrecognized by people because people don't know who Sarfunkel is.
How dare you? Sarfunkel is my favorite female character in the show.
Wow.
I'm
Okay.
just kidding. Oh boy.
All
So
right.
yeah, you did meet Katakuri for the first time. I'd say his most important quality is that homie can casually see into the future with observation hockey, which is a little whack. And also,
What
how
do
do you
you mean
counter that?
whack?
That's going to be really
Hello?
tough to counter.
I agree. I am
What?
I'm very torn on Katakuri's foresight. I dislike it in this. Okay, precognition I don't inherently hate because things can always be done to go around it, and things are usually done in anime to go around it. But I
Yes.
hated it when it was revealed in this moment because Big Mom's tea party to me being ruined, or the fire tank pirates whole plan being ruined because one guy happens to have a little precognition, that's boring. That's a boring Deus Ex Machina for an anime like One Piece to me. It
Right.
could make sense in some other show, but in this show, I want goofy dumb shit, That's what I want to ruin my well-laid plan. So in that moment, I disliked Katakuri's foresight, but I also liked it a lot because we're bringing back the version of observation hockey that we got hints of all the way back in Skypiea, with Eneru and his goons having this minor amount of precognition without knowing what hockey was in reality. I don't even remember what they called it anymore.
Mantra.
Mantra, yes.
Mantra, yes.
They called
exactly.
it mantra, and it was observation hockey before even Oda knew what he was going to make observation hockey. And so I like that we've brought back this other aspect of it, other than just having this six spider sense, because that's usually what observation hockey is used for. But I like now that we've got somebody who's so keenly trained observation that we have I can just see 2 or 3 seconds into the future, more or less.
Yes. And can I piggyback off that even just a little bit further? I also go back and forth on how I feel about when anime introduces things like future sight. In a show like Steins Gate, where it's all about time travel, big fan. In an anime like One Piece, where a single character with just a few seconds of future sight can basically just destroy or ruin an opportunity for anyone else to ever have any fun ever. I'm like, that's big poo poo. But what they immediately established in Oda's version of future sight, and it happened a little bit later with the Sanji bit. At one point, Katakuri figures out or sees that Pudding is going to start groveling, and then the whole scene plays out. We'll talk about it in a bit. Why Pudding was crying. She doesn't take the shot, and it wasn't until the priest gets the word from Big Mom to start pulling out his pistol. He already saw ahead that Sanji was going to dodge that bullet, so he took matters into his own hands to forego that future. But you can, even if you see the future, certain people have the means to counter your counter if they have reasonably high enough hockey in the first place, or observation hockey. Because in Sanji's case, what had happened was, even though in Katakuri's mind, he saw Sanji taking the bullet or by his jelly bean, Sanji's just a little bit too good with his own observation. He can still dodge both bullets at the same time. He can get out of the way. So what I like about it is that his version of future sight is not like no matter what, you can't beat this future. This is the future that's going to happen. In Oda's version, it can be beaten even by people that do not also simultaneously see the future. That is my long-winded statement. I hope that made sense.
Christian, did that make sense?
Yeah. Did it not make sense to you?
No, I was just double checking with you.
Oh, okay. No, yeah. I got it. It makes sense to me. It's more, he expanded up more on basically what I started saying with why I don't mind it, or that sometimes it's bad. I worry that your version of this, it is countered for now. I worry that we're going to get a scene later where Katakuri he dials it in more and he realizes that Sanji has some degree of observation hockey. And so knowing that Sanji has better observation hockey, now Katakuri's foresight is going to be more accurate because he's going to be able
counter
to...
your counter to my counter.
Oh, God, I hate this, Yu-Gi-Oh!
I agree. So that's what I can't stand about fucking... I don't know. I feel like there's like a very mainstream anime that did this exact fucking bit where like they just keep seeing so far... Like, two characters can see into the future and then they just have like an entire fight in their heads, but then they monologue instead and they go, I've beaten you. And then they just keep going back and forth. No, I've beaten you. And I think it's JoJo, but either way, I fucking hate that. That Patui. Yeah. I also hope that doesn't happen, Christian. I'm on your camp. I'm in your camp.
I feel like I gotta look that up later. However, not same but similar, but also tangent. In I forgot what season of Bungo Stray Dogs. There's an episode where there are these two characters that have the exact same power. They can just see the future, observation hockey style, essentially. And these two face off against each other. And it is one of the coolest fights ever because you're just like, who's going to win? They're both like dodge each other's bullets, dodge each other's blades, blah, blah, blah. They do like land damage occasionally. And I guess that's what made it exciting is like, who's going to read the read better? Or I don't know what you do when both of you like can see the exact same future or what have you. I don't know. There's room for this to be cool. I'm not as skeptical or down.
I'm not entirely opposed to that outcome either, but only because there's actual action and not what Brendan's talking about, where they just stand there and they have a fight in their mind's eye, in their mind palaces. At least in your case, there's an actual fight happening and they're just... What one of them, I assume, is reading the future slightly ahead of the other, or faster, or farther into the future, and that's just what's giving them the edge. But that's fine. That could be fun. I imagine that it's good, and if it's well animated, it'd be even better. But I just don't want this rabbit hole to go too deep, because if it does, I'm gonna not like Katakuri. And right now, I like Katakuri. He's a fun character. I like characters that. Obviously, he's this brooding, moody type, which I'm not generally a fan of. But
well, you don't like Sasuke, bro? That's fucked up.
Sasuke has more nuance. Eventually Sasuke gets nuance. In the beginning of the show, he's boring, but eventually Sasuke gets good because there's layers to him. But right now, Katakuri is just a brooding dude who has foresight and he flicks beans at people as his weapon of choice. So I'm not...
It's a great weapon of choice, by the way.
It's a great weapon of choice. It's part of why I like him. Also, he totally iced a guy. That guy's
with
dead.
A jelly bean.
That guy's actually... Like, if we ever had questions about people being dead in this show, I don't know if I can say that guy's okay. He might not be okay.
Damn, you love to see... And then in the first 5 seconds of meeting Katakuri, he's already murked a dude. That's why Christian likes him.
We hadn't even truly met him yet. We just watched a dude get popped in the forehead, and I thought it was going to be the Minister of Beans, but then it's Katakuri instead. And I'm going, I'm saying to myself, okay. I understand. I get it.
Don't you know, Christian? The Minister of Flour obviously is the one that has to flick the jelly beans.
Yeah, the one who kills people with jelly beans.
Obviously.
How could I have missed this? How can I be so stupid?
Yeah. Meanwhile, Daifuku, he just like, I don't know, he just like walks up to a crowd and then walks away. I don't know what his deal is.
Nah, I don't know, man.
Yeah. Katakuri's a cool guy. And now Future Sight's a thing.
The Spurs.
He do be having those boots with the Spurs. Let's be totally 100. So I know you said you don't usually care for brooding characters. I fucking love Katakuri's design. Yeah. Can I be that guy right now?
Well, his design is great. No, I that's different. That's a separate issue. Design, awesome. I got no question. I got no notes.
I gotta be totally 100. I was in love with the guy the moment I met him when I first read this fucking manga. I have absolutely no issue with his design at any capacity. I fucking was infatuated when we met this guy. I was like, damn, my boy, look at this guy.
What an entrance.
Great. And then what an entrance. Yeah, I don't he can only go downhill from here as far as I'm concerned in terms of how much I like him. he hit the nail on the head in his first fucking introduction, and that alone just like hard carries my appreciation for the guy. He's got room to grow too, but I'm just saying, like, if he doesn't grow from here, like, he'll always have like a really high spot in my heart due to this fucking instance alone.
Yeah.
Just meeting him, and then also that aesthetic. Mwah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you'd be surprised how many people like to cosplay this. Actually, probably wouldn't surprise you at all.
I feel like I wouldn't be surprised. It's kind of easy.
Yeah. You just pull out all the things you wore when you were in middle school, right?
Absolutely. And then you get a set of temporary tattoos. Or you just draw it on.
Yep.
And then you get some jelly beans.
And then you get some jelly beans. Yeah, exactly. And then you buy a bag of Jelly Bellies. And you practice your flicking.
Oh, yeah.
Well, in addition to Katakuri, because Katakuri is obviously one of the big introductions here, and then also Oven and Daifuku are there. But I don't like them as much just because they seem a little bit more, I don't know, generic villain of the week than Katakuri is. Also, they don't have future sight, so Katakuri is way cooler.
True.
By proxy. Mm-hmm.
They weren't designed to be cool. They were designed to look. I mean, Oven's got a look. Daifuku just kind of looks derpy to me.
I actually do kind of like Daifuku's design. I think Oven's got the weirdest design of all of them. I like Daifuku's design. Something about those shoulder pads kind of speak to me. I'm going to be so honest.
This checks out as the original Bon Clay enjoyer.
Yeah, no, like something about it, like does kind of speak to me. But another fun fact: Oven has well, I don't know if I can tell you yet. Never mind. I'm not going to tell you yet. Now we're moving on.
I know what he's thinking, and I'm going to agree with him because I have future sight.
What do you mean agree with me? It was going to be a fun fact.
Listen,
there's nothing to agree with.
I like
it was
Katakuri have precognition, and I knew what you were going to say.
Justin's eyes glowing red.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. It'll be
every time my eyes. Let me get some.
Every time you think you're guessing what I'm about to say, just be like, Brendan, my eyes are glowing red. You just gotta tell me because the studio doesn't have lights on right now. I was
gonna say, can you just look across the table at him?
No, because I turned the lights off so that we could, really simulate the bit here, right?
I see.
I'm also wearing shades inside because I'm cool.
Oh, right. God. So you're just effectively blind right now.
I got night vision.
And future sight, so you don't need to worry about it.
Yeah, I guess that's true. The future sight really kind of takes care of everything.
So anyway, we finally get back to the wedding. The wedding occurs. We got a bunch of new arrivals, all of which I'm going to be so fucking for real. I don't know any of their names except for Big News Morgans.
Matter except Big News Morgans.
I only remember Morgans as well.
I fucking love Big News Morgans. Now, you don't really know much about him yet, but man, a fucking giant-ass bird comes out of nowhere and he's the head of the fucking World Economic Journal. I remember when I met this motherfucker in the manga, I was like, of course a bird is the controller of all the seagulls that give
the
me
other
newspapers.
Oda knows about the birds.
I'm telling you, dude. Oda's a believer that the birds aren't real. I'm telling you.
So wait, is this confirmation that he's like that he can commune with the birds, or that he made a bunch of drone birds? That's what I need to know. Are the seagulls drones, or are they actually seagulls that are just corralled by him?
Okay, hold on. Even better question. What if all the birds are his children?
Oh, fuck.
We got Big Mom and Big News Morgans.
Big News Morgans. Oh, my God.
Oh, shit.
Big Mom, Big News, Big Family. Papa John's.
I hate you. I hate you so much. You're actually the worst. Fucking stupid.
I love Morgans. Morgans is great. And I mean, out of all of them, he gets like slightly more screen/talking time than the rest. Some of them just get nothing basically, which is fine. I don't give a shit about most of them. They I could take or leave just about any of them, and except
how do you
for
feel
Morgan.
about Stussy or Stussy? I don't know how you say her name.
Of course, you would pick the only one that's a woman.
There was another woman there, I think.
No,
I don't think that's true. I'm pretty sure Stussy is a token woman, and she runs the red light district. I think you're wrong.
All right, well, I mean, for me, she just kind of reminds me of like good timeline Miss Valentine, but also Miss
Timeline. I mean, good for her because she'd be more successful, I guess.
She's also most annoying so far.
Well, for now. Again, she had like two speaking lines.
You know, what did Miss Valentine ever do that made her annoying other than laugh a couple of times?
She was just kind of worthless.
You tell me, didn't she make the grab bag?
I don't think I did. Did I? Maybe I did. I have to listen back to those episodes. It's been a long time. I don't think I invented Miss Valentine. I'm pretty sure that was one of you guys, one of you goons. Well, I guess you weren't there yet, but it was one of these other fucking schmucks.
Christian, was it you? Did you do it?
I don't remember if we made that grab bag on camera or not. I don't remember. I feel as though the grab bag originally was just name a character we hate, and then we decided that it was going to be called the Miss Valentine Award. I don't remember if for some reason I feel like we did that on recording, but that was 5 years ago. So what do I remember? All I know is that she annoyed us at the time. Don't know why. Maybe it was because of her power, and she just didn't do anything different than drop her 10 kilo self or whatever her max was, 100 kilos, whatever. Something along those lines. There's also probably a lot of Devin involved in this.
Yeah. There's a good chance on that. Anyway, answer my question. Are the birds real or not?
Well,
birds are children. I don't know how that answers your question, but that's
the birds in One Piece are probably real, yeah.
Oh, okay, but not in real life.
No, of course not.
Okay, so
I'm just saying
so he's like
that Oda knows Oda's a believer in the birds aren't real movement, and so he just sprinkled a little bit of that in his One Piece.
Wait, but I thought you just said the birds are real in One Piece.
Well, they are real in One Piece, but he's using the idea that the birds controlling the media.
Okay. Now I get it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm aligned.
The only difference here is that the media in this sense is not controlled by the government like it is in our world. The news about the birds that's controlled by the government here. But in this world, the birds are their own independent media system.
Well, I mean, we say that, but there was that one time that apparently the fucking CP0 was able to convince the newspaper to run the story of Doflamingo abstaining for being a warlord, only to have a new issue like 4 hours later of him being like, just kidding, guys. I'm still a warlord.
I'm sure Morgan's got his hands in all these people's pockets.
Oh shit.
Or vice versa. I don't know. He's part of the underworld. He's here because he's part of the underworld. So
very true. Very true.
He'd
probably be a shady guy.
It would not be the first time the government collaborated with people that they are not supposed to be collaborating with.
Looks at warlord system.
Looks at warlord system. Looks at Doflamingo.
Yeah.
All of these things are the same, especially when the celestial dragons are involved. Nothing's off the table anymore.
You know, the thought occurred to me. I don't disagree with what we're proposing here. I think the birds in One Piece are real. Just because devil fruits and everything else, right? However, I feel like if Oda wanted to make birds not real in One Piece, it would work theoretically, at least in my brain, because of the whole void century thing. Like in my brain, it would be fitting if during the void century we just wiped out all the real birds and then we just replaced them with drones.
Yeah, definitely.
That's right.
Definitely viable.
To me.
It could be the case. I'm not going to rule it out.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. I don't think it is, but it could be. It always could be, I suppose.
Never say never.
It always could be. The birds could always be fake.
The birds could always be fake. All right. Well, I like Big News Morgans, and I don't know the rest of their names, so I'm just going to move on from there.
Yeah, that's fine. I did find it funny that when I was watching the episodes, and again, I was in the Discord, and Stussy came on screen, and her name popped up. I went, like the S? And everyone went, yeah, exactly. And then there was someone in there went, what are you talking about?
Yeah, that's us right now. What are you talking about?
And I went,
yeah, I'm not following. What the fuck? What are you talking about?
The S that everyone drew in high school.
Oh,
it's called Stussy.
Well, that's the joke, is that everyone associated it with the brand Stussy or Stussy, however you're supposed to pronounce it. But then it came out at one point that they had nothing to do with it, and so nobody could ever find out what the actual origin of that was. At least the last time I looked this up. You really don't know this? This is new information to both of you?
Listen, I know the S that you're talking about. I've never heard about it being
I just
associated
Googled Stussy or Stussy brand, and I was not in the know, all right? I was not cultured.
Yeah, I had absolutely zero knowledge
if you
of this
Google
whatsoever.
Stussy S, You'll see the thing.
I see it. I see the S's that we all drew in middle school. Yes, I see that.
Yeah.
Bro, all Stussy sells is $160 flannels and jeans. What is this?
Hey, you too could be a millionaire.
Their cheapest thing is a graphic tee for $45. It just has their brand name and some dice.
Yeah, that sounds about right for high end merch. Probably not even good.
I hate their merch. Like they have a bunch
I
of
hate their merch.
They have like
How
a bunch
dare
of
they?
sweaters and hoodies that just say stew, and I think it's stupid. Stew for stupid.
I'm not saying I wear it. I'm just saying that's the association that I've always known.
Is this an admission
crazy.
that you're wearing,
Yeah, no,
Christian? Are
this
you wearing a
is not
Stew sweater right now?
No, Stussy socks.
Hold on, do they sell socks?
I've also just never heard of this brand in my entire lifetime.
I feel
to
like
be
at some
perfectly
point
honest.
I came across this brand because it was just like I don't know, like a popular middle school thing, but like it's so deep in the recesses of my mind if it exists there at all.
Interesting. Well, I mean, fair enough. Yeah, but Stussy like the brand or the S that you drew in middle school.
Exactly.
Totally fine.
The rest of them don't care. So we move on.
Yeah. So we finally start the wedding. We're doing it. Also, by the way, all the Vince Smokes got de-weaponized. Disarmed. That's the word. That's the word I was trying to think of.
De-weaponized.
Not de-weaponized. They got disarmed before going into the festivities because, of course, meanwhile, all the other Big Mom family members have literal fucking guns in their shirts.
Yeah. This is why Katakuri really uses beans, because nobody's going to take the beans off of him, You can just walk into anywhere. It's just a snack, dude. What do you want from me?
Yeah, what do you want from me? He's got like little Tic Tacs in his pocket. He's like, I don't know why. Like, what are we okay?
Okay. I'm sorry to produce another tangent on this show when we're trying to get somewhere, but now I gotta ask: if you guys had to have one food item that you use as a weapon, what would it be?
One food item that I get to use as a weapon. I think I want either ice cream or something thick that I can like drown them in. That's what I want.
You're gonna waterboard them with melted ice cream?
Yeah. That's my game plan anyway. I don't know what your game plan. And the best part about ice cream is that's hard as a fucking rock to start with. So you beat them over the head with it, and then you waterboard them with it.
Right. Yeah.
I think I got a great plan.
I don't know
what the problem is.
If this is a testament to an abundance or an absolute lack of creativity from Brendan. I can't tell.
I'm gonna choose mini pretzel sticks.
Oh, okay.
Mini pretzel sticks.
I'm gonna use that, but because if I get my flick game up, you can flick them too like little rail guns.
Okay.
But what I'm really using them for is I'm gonna sharpen my teeth and make the ends of the pretzel sticks sharp into points like tiny little spears, and then I'm gonna coat them. I'm gonna have some kind of concoction that I can coat the tip in, and they'll be like little poison darts. And then I'll have a bigger pretzel stick that's hollow in the middle that I use as a blow dart, so I can fire the smaller pretzel sticks out of.
How are you gonna hollow out the pretzel stick?
I don't know. It doesn't need to all be
another
done.
pretzel stick, of course.
It doesn't need to all be done on the fly. I can make my pretzel stick dart gun somewhere else.
Oh my
and just
God.
have it.
It's all one giant pretzel stick operation. All right, pretzel sticks for everything.
It's pretzel sticks all the
pretzel
way
stick
down.
drill, pretzel stick screwdriver, pretzel stick forks. All right.
I think your logistics are fucking whack, but I would be a liar if I said that I didn't think that pretzel stick blow dart did not sound really fucking fire.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah, like your logistics, wild. However, not a bad. Like that's a really cool idea.
Wow, I'm gonna be so much less creative.
All right, yeah. What do you got, buddy? Your turn.
Okay, so like I just love cookies, so cookie was always gonna be my default answer, and I just throw cookies at people.
Cookie shurikens,
cookie shurikens, cookie chakrams, and then I become a character. I don't know if you call me hero or villain, called the Cookie Master, and I'm just cookie themed.
I feel like I could just get like a T-bone steak, and then I just have like a shank.
Get you a tomahawk steak with the really fat bone.
Yeah.
Also, even less creative, I think. I would use brownies because in my brain, a brownie is just a brick, and
That's not very cookie
throw
of
bricks.
you.
It's not
That's
very
not very cookie of you. How did we get here? Anyway, the wedding's happening. Sanji, be honest with me. Did you think that Sanji was going to fuck this one up?
I was.
At the end of the day, no.
Okay, you thought for sure that Sanji was gonna come out, but like for a split second, did you think that he was gonna fuck this one up?
I mean, if you think, if by that do you mean that I thought Sanji was gonna like fully consummate the marriage with a kiss? Absolutely, I did.
Like, yeah, like, do you, in my mind, maybe I'm an asshole. I definitely thought that he was maybe gonna forget that she's evil and then be like, but also I really think she's really cute. I did believe that for a while when I first fucking watched this shit or read this shit back in the day. I was like, Sanji, you're gonna fuck this up, aren't you? Or like something happenstance is gonna happen that's gonna get us out of this and everything's gonna be fine. But for a split second, I really thought that he was gonna fuck this one up. I mean, and he didn't, but like I thought he was gonna for sure.
I mean, I guess I can't wholeheartedly say I didn't think. I just really hoped not. But also, I already.
But that's just it. I hoped.
But
I didn't believe he wouldn't.
I just really hoped he wouldn't. I guess truly, I did have a small wonder about whether or not he was just going to forego all of the shitty things that Pudding has done because she looked really cute on her wedding day. But the rage was already flowing through me for Sanji because of all of the stuff that happens before they're even on Zeus's back flying through the sky. I can't fucking stand it. It's so dumb.
Know.
It's so dumb and unbearable.
What are you mad about? What did I miss?
I'm mad about when they're sitting in the room together. And really, I'm mad about the whole thing. I'm most mad about them sitting in the room alone together because Sanji's just having these back and forth moments in his head, and between I have a thing to do, she's planning to kill my entire family. Oh, but she looks so beautiful. And then she'll say something, and he's like, it's so cute. She's so cute. And then he'll go back in his mind's eye to it's just back and forth on this thing. And then it's with the shittiest cherry on top. We do the whole nosebleed thing where he vaults into the ceiling and he flies around the fucking room and he ruins his suit and there's blood fucking everywhere. And I can't stand it.
How did they get the blood out of
They
his
just gave him a new
pure
one.
white tuxedo?
Yeah, they just gave him new clothes. Let's be so honest.
I hate it.
I know. I'm not gonna lie to you, buddy. I also hate it.
And his
It's not
dumb
my favorite
faces
bit.
while they're on Zeus and riding.
I do hate his dumb
I think
faces.
that's funny. That's a funny gag. I like that.
I don't hate
loves
the
drunk
gag.
Sanji
I just
is not
hate
a
the
bad
face. I think they can make a better funny face. That's what I'm saying.
I did like the funny Sanji face. I like the funny Sanji face.
However, in his defense, if I was in that situation, maybe I'd fumble too.
I, at this time, would just like to remind the folks at home that Pudding is a minor.
Oh.
Yes. Okay. That is also
thank
very
you for
true
that
here.
reminder. I rescind any and all statements from the past 40 minutes today.
Yeah, Pudding is a minor. I find that reminding everyone at home that is the case sort of makes everything about the arc very yikes. So I'm gonna choose to just like not be a part of that, but I'm also not gonna insert myself. All right, so I was already not doing that in the first place. Regardless,
What? Not inserting yourself as the main character of a media you're consuming? What are you doing? Are you even living at that point,
Are
man?
you even watching Shonen properly?
Facts, bro.
bro, they left Usopp at Wano. Like, what do you want to be?
No, he's got a point.
They left with a normal guy
did
behind.
I ever mention that the reason or part of the reason? Well, I didn't watch Whole Cake Island because I took a really long break from One Piece across the board. But did I ever mention part of the reason that I never went back to Whole Cake, like to read it?
It's because Zoro wasn't there.
Because Zoro wasn't there,
I think
and
this
therefore
sounds
Whole
familiar.
Cake Island was not worth a minute of my time.
This does sound
back
familiar.
in 2017 or whatever.
This guy's fucking wild, dude. And you were not 17 when Whole Cake Island was happening. You were
No, I
probably
said
like...
the year was 2017. I think.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I thought you said you were 17. I was like, brother, I got news for you.
Well, I mean, it's not terribly far off. What was it,
It's only-
2017? What, 8 years ago?
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, I would have been in my 20s.
No, something about this math ain't mathin'. Because like I
Math
was,
definitely
We
is
were
not.
like
college.
20. We were like 20.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm saying-
yeah, that ain't okay. Listen, the difference between 17 and 20 is is not tiny.
In actual life experience, yeah. Math wise,
True.
It's not crazy. But
See, this is why people hate scientists, because people just because scientists just take all the numbers and all the facts and they remove all the fun humanity of it. All right, this hatui.
Well, I don't think scientists do that. I think it's other people that interpret scientists' data because they want to whitewash it.
Yeah, well, Christian's numbers took the humanity out of whatever we were talking about here.
I admitted first and foremost that there was 3 years of life experience that makes it feel like a long time, and then I math nerded it.
Then we math nerded.
but either way, yeah, I can't be fucked with any of this, to be honest with you. You know, I figured that this is kind of how this was gonna go, and it was almost worse than I thought after the whole nosebleed thing. And so then it's only so imagine my surprise when we have the reveal that we do at the altar with the way that things work, and in that Sanji compliments Pudding. I lost her name for a second. Pudding's third eye, and he goes, "Wow, I just had to take a second to. It just looks so pretty," or whatever it was that he said. And then Pudding immediately breaks down. I didn't think that I could hate what was happening more, but then this happened, and I hated it more. I just wanted, for once in this show, for there to not be a tragedy behind something. Just let evil be evil for evil's sake, you know? I was so hoping that we could just leave Pudding.
You're gonna need to get a different anime for that one, brother. I'm sorry.
We've gotten this. We had Crocodile. Crocodile's right there. Crocodile had no backstory that made him an asshole. He was just an asshole.
Backstory waiting in Crocodile, right? Croco Mom is on the table. We're going to go back to him. Don't you worry. All right?
Fine.
But until then, Crocodile's tragic backstory soon enough.
But until then, he's the beacon for my argument here. we had evil for evil's sake. And then every villain after that had some sort of tragedy or motive behind what they were doing. And Pudding up to this point necessarily didn't have an indication. Now, is this a good one in general? Yeah. But I wanted Pudding to be evil. And then on top of that, it's another instance of Sanji doing this thing where he makes the woman feel kind of special for some reason. And now they're good, or they're amicable to us. And all of the other stuff that they did just kind of goes out the window.
Well, I've got a lot of things that I want to say in retort, but I feel like this is too fresh. This whole experience is too fresh. There's going to be a lot to digest between the dynamic going forward, I think, either between these two characters in the semi-immediate future, or to diagnose how you're feeling with other characters. This is my only argument to let evil characters be evil, because on one hand, I totally agree with you. I also like driven characters, and we already have Judge. We already have Big Mom, although maybe she's going to get a reason for being an asshole.
She's going to have one.
I don't know. I don't think we're ever going to get a reason for Judge being an asshole. I'm going to be totally fucking frank with you. You got Judge. You got all of his fucking kids. I mean, you still have people who are evil for evil's sake. The act of attempting to write drive in characters is not inherently a bad decision. I like when characters have drive or flaws that justify a lot of who they are. Now, I'm not saying on one way or the other that Pudding is justified in her average behavior, and that this, crumbling down and crying it was very. We get a very quick flashback of her being like, "Oh, everyone fucking hated me, so I became crazy." That's the long and short of what happened to her, right? Like that, we don't digest it very much. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that everything that revolves around the character we knew and the character we may now know in the future is justified, but I think there's more to tell, and I don't hate that she is not just blanket evil. I don't hate that. I like when characters are more sophisticated. They got more shit that makes them tick.
I agree.
I agree with what Brendan said.
Go on.
And I'd also like to add, man, you had to have seen this coming. The second they said she had a third eye, or not that part, but when Big Mom addresses her having a third eye, and you're like, yeah, my daughter with third eye, she's so ugly. She's so creepy. Like, come on.
I
saw this coming.
I'm not saying I'm surprised. I'm just saying I hate that it exists. I don't.
I feel like you had more than ample time to process these emotions and move past them.
Move past them? What are you, my therapist?
He's allowed to commentate. What the hell? He's allowed to have opinions, Justin.
It's time to move on.
You want me to come in here?
Lingering on these emotions is really unhealthy for you.
You want me to come in here and go, I hated this, and that would be it? That's not fun.
Yeah.
This sucks. I hate this, and I want people to know that I'm annoyed by this.
Devin's advocate now. Look at you.
Devin has boring takes about what he hates. He just comes in here and Blake goes, I hated it all, but also rat with an apple on the roof. That's not fun. rat on the roof with an apple is that's fine. That's a fun joke, but then everything else is bleh. And then when the quote section comes, he goes chewing noises. What? That's Devin's problem. Devin's a whole other problem. I at least I'm coming in here. I have specific reasons. I wanted Pudding to just be evil, and more so on top of that, I hate this white knight shit that Sanji always gets up to. It's so overplayed, and I can't stand it anymore. I'm done. I'm so done with it. And it's going to keep happening, and I'm going to hate it every time. And I'm going to come on this goddamn podcast because it's my God-given right to come on this podcast and be mad.
Yes, you're right. I'm never going to take that away from you, brother.
Thank you.
Let me tell you.
But Justin is.
Well, Justin will try.
Christian deserves no rights on this podcast.
I, for one, I won't tell you I'm glad because I don't want you to feel rage, but I will say I find it somewhat fulfilling having the fact that Sanji, being the character that he is, the way he deals with the pudding problem is by being his realest, most genuine self. I like that. I enjoy that writing. Now, I agree, we don't like white knighting all the time. There's total fucking fair fucking argument. Oda's an imperfect person, and he does that shit all the time, especially with Sanji. But in an arc where Homie has been emotionally turmoiled over being the imperfect person that he is, time and time again, from his family's perspective, and only ever being reinforced by Luffy, that exact version of him is what deals with his pudding problem. I like that. I enjoy that writing. That's fun writing to me, but that's all the piece I'll speak on.
I am happy that you enjoy this as someone who enjoys the show as much as they do.
Yes.
I won't be able to see eye to eye on you with this issue, but I understand your point about the writing behind it. I think if I didn't already have this distaste for Sanji, I would probably be in much the same boat with you.
Yeah.
But I already have all of these other things that I don't like about Sanji, and they're compounded into one arc, and now I'm just now I'm here.
I have a lot more rose-tinted glasses than you. I know. I know.
So that's that.
Okay. All right. Well, we did it. We got through the pudding bit. Love it or hate it. Meanwhile, everyone else, we didn't. So, did you figure out what Luffy's plan was before it happened?
I got surprisingly close.
You did get surprisingly close.
I said he would pop out of the cake like a stripper.
Yes, you did say. Yeah, you said that last week. I forgot. I totally fucking forgot.
He popped out the cake with Shadow Clone Jutsu, and that was not on my bingo card.
He did indeed pop out of the cake, just with about 80 other clones of himself.
Can I tell you? So I never guessed that he was going to pop out of the cake when I first watched this or read this. But when he went back to the seducing woods with a net and caught some fucking animals, I'm like, he about to make clones. But why? he's trying to make clones of somebody or something. Why? What are you doing, monkey man?
Also, it's important for me to point out, when I said he was going to pop out of the wedding cake, I did not know that Sanji and Pudding were going to have their whole ceremony on top of their wedding cake.
Yeah, I mean, who would have guessed?
There was a lot of curveballs thrown at me, and I was like, "Whoa, hold on."
They were their own cake toppers. How about that?
That's. Do I like that? Am I trying to?
Do I like
that's
that?
Kind of fire,
I mean,
I think that's
cool.
kind of fun.
It's funny.
Yeah.
I'm on the fence, but this I might like this. I like this.
I don't know why you're on the fence. Why is
would
this such
you be on the fence?
Yeah, why is this such a big deal?
Like it's kind of cool to be your own cake topper, but like, do I want to be my own cake
Where's
topper?
your problem with it?
I don't know. There's turmoil within my heart, and I'm just trying to figure out what's the source.
I hope you figure it out, buddy. And,
Me too, buddy.
Can move past this.
Hanging on to these emotions is really unhealthy for me.
Yeah, you need to work those out some way, somehow. You can't let it eat at you like this.
So true.
Instead, let visions of Smoothie without a hat on soothe your soul while she juices a poor giraffe.
Bro, can
I just say, can I be that guy? Yo, juice me, mommy.
There it is. The second condition for ending this week's episode, everybody. We did it. We made it.
It's gonna be like there has to be a game that's done. I don't know what it would be called, but like when you say like the secret word or something like that, like there's gotta that shit has to have been done on like a kid's show one time. That'll be our version of the secret word. You say the low hanging fruit joke, and it's like, all right, everyone, we're going home.
Episode's
we're done.
Yeah.
Fuck it out of here.
Yeah. No, it was funny. I enjoyed the scene of I had to do a double take because I didn't realize what was happening on my screen when I saw the woman tied up, and then we went magma rock giraffe. Which one you having? What are you drinking tonight?
I'm upset that everyone chose giraffe. I wanted to know what the other two tasted like.
I want to know what the magma rock tastes like, dude.
Well, I don't think any of them said what it tasted like. They just said, yes, this giraffe.
Fun fact. I wrote this down somewhere. Did I write it in the sheet?
Yeah, you did. You wrote it down
It's
in
down.
miscellaneous. I didn't even know this.
In SBS 88, Oda said the giraffe juice tasted like Kirin brand beer, which honestly, given the appearance of it in the show, that makes sense. It had a little foamy top.
It did look like beer.
Yeah.
I want to know what the magma rock tastes like, dude.
I also want to know what the magma rock tastes like. I bet it's like a spicy margarita.
I'm imagining something with way too much cinnamon in it.
Yeah, that's where I'm at, dude.
Also, since I wrote it in the bullet point, I would have forgotten it otherwise. Sparrow made a candy escalator.
Yeah,
I just need to point that out.
That shit.
That actually moved. I thought it would just be a long staircase that was more, I don't know, troublesome than just like walking through the door. No, he made a functional escalator out of whatever candy he makes.
Yep, out of lollipop material.
Yeah.
Lollipop.
And then there's like a bunch of, I guess, like kids from the island who show up, and he's like, he hands them lollipops, and he's like, if you wait 3 minutes, you can eat the escalator.
You can also lick the escalator.
Yeah, that's a good bit.
Oh, it was great.
Tells all the local kids like, hey, if you just wait for them to like stop using it, then by all means, you can fucking eat the escalator too.
Incredible
Indeed.
I really like that in an arc about food people. You got the one guy who's just like, and by all means, when they're done with it, please eat my creation. I don't need it.
Yeah. At first, I was outraged. Well, I shouldn't say outraged. At first, I was unimpressed because I was watching it and I said to myself, and I think out loud also, Frankie would have done this better. But then that was just when it was a staircase, and then it was an escalator, and I went, "Oh shit, okay, maybe Frankie's got some competition."
I like that. This is what you went past your head. This is like Frankie could have beat that.
Yeah, dude, that shit wasn't going up that fast.
Time, aesthetic, function, absolutely. Frankie's got you cleared, and then it started moving,
and then it fucking moved, and I went, "Oh fuck." No, maybe Frankie's got to run for his money on this one.
I like that. I like that's the Frankie respect here, dude. I really do. I like that. That's the first thing you thought of when this fucker was making you a candy escalator. Was Frankie could take you?
Yeah. All that guy had to do was wave his hands and make the escalator.
True.
Frankie had to work.
Yeah, Frankie has to work for a living. He don't got no devil to do it for him.
That's what I'm saying, man.
This is incredible.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah.
I'm glad you're having a good time. Well, I don't know, guys. I think I'm good. I think we covered everything that I felt like I wanted to cover for this week. Are there any big topics other than that one time that Veggie's dude like fucking ruined the plan, Vito was talking about the plan in front of that door?
Oh my god,
Yeah,
I was so pissed.
I thought that's how we blew this plan. I was like, are we really just not gonna pay attention to the door that's listening? The whole island has ears, and this one has a face to the ears. Like
the door was like, wait, you guys are cooking up something bad. I've got to tell and then her face came off.
Just over and over again. They're talking about things in front of this door that has had a face the entire time. And then finally, like 30 seconds after I thought that thought in my head, one of them, I don't even remember who, looked at the door and went, oh, right, that thing's got a face. And then they cut it off. I was like, thank you. Someone using their brain.
Thank you for not ruining this for me this early. I wanted to get a little further.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, dude. Someone using their brain.
Be like that. Someone using their brain. I get it. I don't know. Other than that, I'm good. I don't. Do you guys have any other topics you want to talk about or what?
I think the only real thing we could potentially do is predict what happens next.
I don't know. Do I want to do that this week? Maybe I don't want to participate in that this week.
I don't really know what more there is to sort of predict at this moment, other than maybe what sort of fight scenes we'll get initially between combatants. I don't know.
Okay, I'm thinking about it more. I'm trying to remember the scene at the end of these episodes. Okay, so one, do you think the plan is blown? Like, do you think it's gone kaput yet?
No.
Okay, question
the plan's
two
literally
then.
playing out exactly as they wanted to as of right now.
Luffy's entrance is probably a little more grand than Veggie would have wanted, but
he was having a great when he saw Luffy come out. He gave him the biggest shit-eating grin of all time. He's a fan. He's into it.
He's into it. He's into it now, and I'm looking forward to a scene later where Luffy asks after all this is done, or maybe they somehow get away, and he asks Veggie, "Hey, did you find that funny?" Because he tells Veggie like, "I'm gonna make a thing that makes you laugh," or it's going to be funny. And Veggie's like, please don't. and now we've got this, and Veggie's actually into it. And I want Luffy to rub it in his face so bad. But yeah, I think this is fine. We're still on track. Luffy can still,
all according to Keikaku for now.
All more or less according to Keikaku, other than the part where Luffy was almost late to this party.
That did
we didn't talk about this, but we have the scene where Veggie goes back inside of his castle self and checks up on the Straw Hats. They're all sleeping.
Oh, dude!
A half hour beforehand.
You just reminded me of fucking Luffy somehow almost fucking this up.
Yeah, this is where the fuck up almost happened from Luffy.
Jesus Christ.
He was just asleep.
They're just cosplaying Justin right before work. That's all.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
No, not him sleeping when he's poking his head in and out of Veggie's body.
Oh, that was funny too. That was funny too. Veggie's he's just opening all of the windows of the castle, and Veggie's like, "Hey, cut that shit out. What are you doing?"
Put my eye back.
Yeah. And then Nami has to drag his sorry ass back inside. But yeah, the idea that they just couldn't wake Luffy up and they had to do so with a steaming pile of meat was about as Luffy as he gets.
Dude, Jinbei, at least in the dub, like, he was fucking mad. I don't think I've ever heard the VA for Jinbei, like, sound so upset. It's like, Luffy, we gotta fucking go!
Yeah.
Bro, he was beating the shit out of Luffy. He's like, normally I wouldn't put a hand on an ally, but you are being completely unreasonable.
You're on my last fucking nerve, brother.
You're being incredibly unreasonable right now.
I was like, damn, Jinbei, it's okay. We're gonna make it. This is One Piece. He's the protagonist. We're gonna make it.
Yeah.
I know you don't know that, but trust me on this one.
Yeah, that.
I guess the only other question I would ask is, what do you think happened? What do you think happens with Sanji's family now? Now that the cat's kind of out the bag.
I hope Judge gets shot.
Me too, brother. High five.
Me too, buddy. Me too.
I hope Dadji gets fucking got, and then maybe the rest of them can get away, and then they can, start to atone for their assholeness. But if Dadji, take him out.
Yeah,
take him out back.
We can lose Dadji.
Yeah.
I mean, we can lose all of them for all I care. But
look at the rabbits. I forgot, what was that line?
The flowers.
Look at the flowers. Dadji,
no, it is. It's look at the flowers. How many rabbits? Look at the rabbits.
Yeah,
or something like
that. Depends which reference you're going for, The Walking Dead or Of Mice and Men.
I was going for a Mice and Men. I didn't know there was a Walking Dead one.
Oh, yeah.
I assumed, I thought we were just doing I didn't know there was a Walking Dead version either.
Oh, yeah. Say Walking Dead Flowers, the Mice and Men bunny.
Yikes. You hate to see it. Well, or you love to see it. I don't know. Either way. Yeah, Dad G, take him out to pasture.
Yeah, we can lose him. We also got to see Mother Carmel. We got to see her picture. I don't think we got that last time. Like, we knew it existed, but we got a close-up picture of her.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. No, we didn't get a picture of her last time. So yeah, any thoughts? Any? She looks like she was a chain smoker. I'll tell you that much.
She does look like she was a bit of a chain smoker. It's true. I will also say, my Mother Teresa idea of feeling
I was gonna ask,
a little stronger. She looks like a nun. She looks like a someone who was very religious in their life. So,
do you feel that Big Mom's lack of an answer to that goon who asked like what her relationship with Mother Carmel was? Do you think her lack of an answer supports your hypothesis, or like has no effect? Where are you feeling?
I think I don't think that has any bearing on it. I think Big Mom just doesn't want people prying into her business, no matter what the case is.
So she hasn't necessarily told on herself yet.
What would she be telling exactly? I don't know.
Well, she would be telling us that Mother Carmel is just Mother Teresa. Like they're not related. That's just Sister Carmel, Mother Carmel, whatever.
That she would be ashamed or something that they're not actually blood related or to that effect?
I guess so, maybe. Yeah.
I don't know. It seems like she's not.
I'm just asking if you think this is supporting evidence to your theory or has no bearing at all.
I don't particularly think that her reaction does. I'm purely basing my reinforcement of Mother Teresa on Mother Carmel's look. She looked like a nun. She looked like an old nun.
She do be looking like
one that would absolutely take the yardstick and slap your knuckles for laughing in class or something. I don't know. I didn't go to Catholic school.
Did I get hit in a Catholic school? I don't remember.
The last question I will ask is, did you see him?
No.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way,
bro.
Revenge.
Ain't no way. Prove it to me.
Sweet revenge. Okay.
There better be a Panda Man next week for me to catch. Otherwise, I'll be really pissed.
No, we gotta not see him.
I will say I had to double take this one a little bit because I initially missed it. I initially missed it, but there's a scene later that I didn't screenshot when Sanji and Pudding are standing somewhere. They're standing somewhere on the ground in one of these episodes. I don't think it's still 8:32. It's later in 8:32, but you see people standing or sitting at the table. Oh no, Reiju's on the screen. So we're with the Vinsmokes, and between Reiju and the other person, there's the backside, like Panda Man's sitting at a further table in the background, and you can see just his head. And I went, "Wait, is that Panda Man?" And
that's wild.
Because of that, I said to myself, "Oh, I bet you there's a Panda Man earlier in an episode, and I just missed it." And so I went back, and there he fucking was.
Wow.
Insane.
You sniffed that out like you were fucking Sherlock Holmes.
I had to Sherlock Holmes this one because I did miss him initially, but then I got a brief glimpse, a second chance at Panda sighting.
That's crazy. I missed it 2 of 2 times.
To be fair, the second one much harder to catch. Not that. Oh, I found it. I'll get to the screenshot right now. But yeah,
I like the narrative that the second one. Don't worry, it was a lot harder to catch. But of course, I found it.
But I found it.
Bro, what a fucked up day.
Sakes. what a
second week in a row that only one of us catches Panda Man. Christian catches him twice.
Oh, perfect. Justin's gonna love this screenshot.
Oh, dude.
Oh, is Smoothie in it?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's why.
That's why I didn't see Panda Man.
It's Smoothie and Reichu.
How in the fuck did you see that?
He's in the middle between 2 beautiful women.
Shut up, Justin. You fucking
no person should be paying attention to the background of the single frame. That's all I'm saying. You have Reiju in the foreground, sipping her tea or whatever, looking beautiful as heck with their beautiful blue eye, and then adjacent background-ish foreground area in the midground really is Smoothie with no cap, hair, beautiful white hair flowing, rose tattoo peeking on the thigh.
Yeah, I was admiring the rose tattoo, and then out of the corner of my eye, I saw 2 black ears, and I went, that kind of looks like a panda man in my subconscious. And then I looked, and my eyes did not deceive me.
Subconscious. Oh man, that's awesome.
Yo, man, animators are diabolical for this one.
Oh, you know, I will just say, not to brag or nothing, but last week I got one with heart nipples. I don't see any heart nipples on either of these images.
It is true. You did get a heart nipple reveal.
I got a real nipple reveal.
I am jealous
what do you
of
call
this.
that?
Yeah,
real
nipple
nipple
moment.
reveal. What a line. What a banger.
Okay, I am officially done now. We can move
crazy.
on.
I'm
That's
also
actually
done
crazy.
because I am sad now.
All right. Well, if we're done, then I'm going to say that next week is going to be 8:33 to 8:35. Moving on to quotes. I'll go first. I was unfortunately a little lazy this week. I'm just going to say I quote all the fucking music because I was jamming. I was fucking jamming this week. I think there was at least like 1-2 minute musical number every episode today. Fan-fucking-tastic. Give me more of it, baby. Give me more.
I gotta say, we also didn't mention. I want to know what head chef's devil fruit power is.
Oh yeah, Struzan just summoned the cake from the ground.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's like prop. I don't like that was intended. Did he just is devil fruit his way to it? I don't know, bro.
He's got some kind of devil fruit. It's not cake making devil fruit because they definitely. It's some sort of what if it's a teleporter, but it only works on food or inanimate objects. He has a cake teleporter
that only works on food.
He has the dumbwaiter fruit.
Oh, hell, dude! Wait a minute, that's pretty good.
He has the door model dumbwaiter.
Holy! I think we cracked the case. We did
it.
Yeah,
damn, that was fucking funny.
That was incredible. Just him summoning the cake out of the ground.
Install a dumbwaiter in my future home.
So for quotes, I also this is partially because I didn't think there was really anything worth quoting, and so the only thing I have is when they're running through the mirror dimension after they finally got Luffy up, and at first. He wants all the meat. He grabs all the meat and is like, wait, just let me finish this first and then we can go. And then in the next scene, Luffy's ahead of the pack while the rest of them are on the trolley guy. And Luffy looks over his shoulder and he goes, hurry guys, we don't have time.
It's your fucking fault. We're in this fucking mess.
It's your fucking fault.
There is a large chance that each one of us out here listening and right now in this moment has a person in our lives that's like Luffy in this moment, and we low-key resent them for it.
But that's all I got. I got the one Luffy quote for me.
I got a single quote. I didn't write who it was. I want to say it was Pudding. I want to say it was from Pudding. I don't remember when she would have said this. She had plenty of opportunity to. But I'm pretty sure she looks at Sanji doing a Sanji thing, and she says, "What's wrong with this damn dirty water imp?"
Water imp.
Oh, I don't think they ever said that in the dub. I don't know what
it was quite the read when I read that sentence in my subtitle. I was like, well, that's oddly specific.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. I like that actually. That's kind of funny.
That's my quote.
She is decently creative with the name calling, to be fair.
Yeah.
All right,
fair enough.
Cool.
All right, well then moving on to the Golden Ham. I have a very confident opinion this is going to be a unanimous pick, though.
I would tell you you're probably wrong, but hit me because I got nobody in my brain.
Oh. Well, I just assumed we were all going to pick Katakuri.
I'm going to vote with Katakuri.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Did you have a counter?
He iced a dude with a jelly bean.
With a jelly bean.
It was a pretty fun introduction, to be fair.
I'll never look at jelly beans the same ever again.
Did you not have one, or did you have a different?
No. I had literally no one on the brain.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, okay. Well, then great. Well, I had 2 for Katakuri. Gets it.
Katakuri it is.
We win the day.
Hell
bang,
yeah.
Bang. That's the sound of jelly beans hitting you in the forehead.
You're about to be punched 3 times on the right shoulder. Wait, what? Ow! All right, great. Katakuri wins. All right, moving on to fan mail. What's our fan mail this week? Do we have any?
We got an email from listener Zach. And Zach writes,
Ooh.
hey, I was wondering, what's something in fiction, like a movie or TV show, what is something in fiction that a movie or TV show treats as average, but is more impressive to you than the actual magic or science of said show? For example, like in Iron Man, how Tony has a holographic touchscreen. Like, to me, that is genuinely more impressive than a flying suit of armor, or just anything, or just something you think would be more useful. Man, I read this email. I still had, I did not take time out of my day to really think about this.
Like what's something in fantasy that they have like this one thing that they take for granted that seems way cooler than the thing that's supposed to be fantastic?
Yeah, I think that's a good way of interpreting it.
If I interpret it that way, I'm going to say the ability to travel in Star Wars, because they can just kind of break the laws of physics and go wherever they want without any time dilation whatsoever.
Yeah, that's true. Faster than light travel is kind of nuts.
When you approach the speed of light, the universe basically freezes around you. just so we're clear. Yeah, they never have this problem. They can go 300 light years away, and 300 years does not pass for anybody else. I can promise you that. They go like, hey, Johnny, I'll see you next Tuesday. And they will. They will see them next Tuesday.
All because we own a Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, because we own a Millennium Falcon. It can go 15 parsecs in I don't remember what the line is. Whatever the fuck. I'm gonna say the travel in Star Wars, when, in a universe where they have the Force and lightsabers, how the fuck do they make space travel work and it doesn't like basically ruin everything?
Man, this is one of those questions I probably have an answer to. I just can't come up with it on the fly. Man, I wish I was better at this.
What I thought of immediately, and I don't even know if this is technically a valid answer, it was in Spy Kids. I don't know if it was Spy Kids 1 or 2, but the Cortez family, they had like a lunchbox where you open up the lunchbox, you put in a freaking like ID card or whatever, and it like 3D prints your food. That will always be my favorite thing from Spy Kids. Now, the only problem occurs here is, does the show treat that moment / object as like kind of ordinary, or is it hyping it up just as much as I'm hyped for it? And that I'm not sure.
I think I got another one. This one I don't think is on the same level as the Star Wars bit, but like in sci-fi, like it could be like we're like on an alien planet or something. But then like they pull up those fucking holo maps that like give you like the texture layout of the land, and then like you can like drag it around and shit. I fucking love CGI holo maps. That shit's always fire. I'm like they do it in Avatar. They do it in Top Gun. Even though I don't like the second Top Gun, I think it's really pretentious Tom Cruise movie. That's my personal hot take. They do it for a bit, and I do like the bit. They do it in Mass Effect. The main map is basically just a giant fucking holo map.
No wonder you like that series so much.
Yeah, no, I love that. That's a fantastic, like, easy sci-fi added. Throw that shit in everything. I'm a fan. Do it.
Dude, your answer is basically like Zach's. So it's very, very, very similar.
I actually didn't realize. I guess I just copied Zach's homework and changed it a little bit.
Just made it a little different. I think I'm gonna go. My answer is gonna be bow and arrow in just about anything where you have future technology. The idea that the idea that people still get away with using bow and arrows. The example, and it's a little bit more high tech than your average version of this, but the Horizon game series, you're in this series where there are giant robot mecha dinosaurs with grenade launchers and giant spinning disc launchers and vats of acid on their back. You go at them hunter-gatherer style with a piecemeal bow put together with spare parts and arrows made from the carcasses of your fallen enemies, and it's high tech still, but it's still just a bow and arrow, and yet you're taking down these monsters that are literally 50 times your size, and I think it's hilarious. there's future world-ending technology at stake here, and you're running around with a bow and arrow and a grappling hook. It's great.
Solid.
All right, cool. Is Zach's email done? Is there anything else?
Yep, that's it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Zach.
I gotta think of really cooler, less hype things in media. It's gotta be something. I gotta be on the lookout now.
That's your takeaway here?
Like, actually, the thing I was thinking of? after when Chris was talking in Star Wars Episode 1, I think it was Episode 1. There's a scene where I think it's Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan have to like go swimming underwater, and they just have like a breathing apparatus that just lets them breathe underwater. That's cool as shit.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Episode 1. Yeah. When they go to see the Gungans.
Yeah. It was like some little tiny harmonica looking thing that just kind of pop in.
You know, piggybacking that, fucking underwater bubble towns. Mwah. Big fan. I don't know why. That shit. That's great aesthetic. Love that. BioShock, great franchise.
Oh, yeah.
Gungan, Homeworld, fantastic.
Fishman Island, best island.
Fishman Island kind of misses me because it's you know what I like? I like when it's a bunch of little pockets that are like weaved together. Fishman Island is just one giant fuck off bubble. It kind of takes a little bit of the fun.
Just like the Baratier grew a sister restaurant, Fishman Island is going to grow a sister bubble. Don't you worry. It's coming.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, yeah, I'm glad it'll grow a sister
It's
bubble.
expansionism time.
Hell yeah.
Right, yeah, of course.
All right. Enough of that. We got producers to thank this week.
Woo!
Taco and King Solamander.
Taco King Salamander, we love you.
Thank you for supporting us. We love you. And you're the best. As of the time of this recording, I'm about 24 hours from asking both of you what your next movie recommendations are. So hope you've lined me up with some good shit. And with that being said, it's time for the GG of the night, the Garb Gab.
All right, well, my stomach still hurts from last week, so I'm not doing it again.
Oh, was that last week or the week before? I think that was 2 weeks ago.
Either way, my stomach still hurts.
Did we make Justin do it last week? I don't know. I feel like Justin did it last week.
Was the week before.
Yeah, last week.
I think.
Because oh, wait, no. Yeah, because I delivered it to you. And so maybe I pulled it out because you had like, I think I gave it to you and then I pulled out of the bag. So in that case, I'm gonna take it back and I will I'll take it off you. Let me just take the Garb Gab and throw my prepared items in there. Don't look. Hey, I see you peeking. Don't stop that. All right.
Can I peek?
Give it a little shake. Well, of course you can. You're gonna put your hand in, so you don't have to peek. You can just do.
No, I'm not putting my hand in.
Why not? It's your turn in the rotation.
I just said my stomach still hurts. I ain't fucking doing it.
All right, but you don't have to eat anything this time.
All right, fine.
Awesome. I'm so glad you're a good friend.
Yeah, fuck you. I hate you.
What? All right. I mean, that's fair. You know what? Deserved.
All right, I'm reaching my hand in. You know, strangely, are they actually just note cards?
They're just note cards. I had some
coated in something.
I had some leftover Valentine's cards.
Oh.
Yeah, I just I just had some leftovers for no reason in particular. It's fine.
I've got one in the shape of an actual like anatomically correct heart. Well,
yeah, nobody liked them. I thought they were funny, but
yeah, no, I see that. Okay, well, moving on from that sad commentary, we have here Vegapunked and then also an asterisk. Please do not forget. Actually, that was really what it said. It was correcting itself in the asterisk. Do not forget to do Valentine Award. Okay, so we're still doing Valentine Award, and we're doing Vegapunked. Woohoo!
All right.
Oh, what did it say to do the? I gotta pick it up. I threw it across the room. It's still dark in here. I can't see.
No, it's fine. Let's do the Valentine Award first. Let's get that out of the way. Who?
Don't worry. My precognition already saw what the Vegapunk topic is.
Oh, okay. I'll just ask you that.
Right, I forgot this was canon now.
Brendan, my eyes went red.
My eyes rolled back. I mean, I know who I want to pick, but
and because you know who you want to pick, I think I know who I wanted to pick.
Okay. Well, I know I want to vote for Sanji.
I think I have to agree. It's definitely a Sanji week.
Sanji?
Yeah, I didn't think this is going to happen, but I'll take it.
That's bullshit, man. You can't double team me like this.
Who are you going to pick?
Not Sanji. I was going to leave him alone.
Probably, so who are you going to pick?
I'm probably just going to keep giving it to Dadji because he's on my screen.
Listen, all right. I feel you. I hear you.
Every time he comes on my screen, I want to give it to him again. Are you kidding me? Like, who else?
Look, who
else but Dadji?
I passively despise Dadji. on all
But
levels.
Sanji made the shit list this week.
But Sanji actively pissed me off this week, and for that, I have to give him the Valentine.
I'm appalled. I'm shooketh. How dare you?
You know what? That's fine by me. I'm okay with this. You called my Valentine's Day card sad. So
right.
Moving on, Justin, what did your precognition tell you that the Vegapunk was going to be?
This week's Vegapunk is a fire truck.
Ooh, a fire truck.
A whole fire truck. Okay.
Just a whole fire truck.
All right.
Okay. Can I be so for real? I've got an idea that like makes sense and it could be very helpful, but like I've got a very inside you there are two wolves sort of feeling on this. So like on one hand, we could do something really helpful. We could use the wax fruit. And then like, you can like make construction on the fly. Like you could just like fucking fire hose a bunch of wax everywhere. Like maybe make a wall if you wanted to like like wall off like forest fires or something.
Okay.
Like that.
Counterpoint.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Never mind. I was gonna say I was gonna make a dumb comparison. I was gonna say fire trucks. You have to hook up to a thing. But now, I mean, just having the power, you just generate the wax. It's fine.
Yeah. It's now. Admittedly, wax is fire is kind of the hard counter to wax. We can figure it out. We can work through the bugs.
How much wax do I need to put out a fire?
If you surely candles burn because of the wick in the middle. If you smother it with wax that eventually hardens, like surely that puts fires out, right?
Yeah, surely. But anyway, the other wolf inside of me though. Now imagine we did the exact same thing, but put the venom fruit on it.
Oh God!
Oh God!
we have this poison death machine.
Brendan
going around
just reverse engineered a war crime. My God.
Okay.
It would be a war crime.
I'm not gonna lie. I had a similar thought, but way more on the nose.
Mean?
I would went
Don't
way.
you say the flame?
I was gonna say the flame fruit.
You're a bunch of
you roll up anywhere,
and
they're like, "Oh yay, fire truck!" And it's a flamethrower.
It's fucking flame.
It's just a flamethrower.
They'd have to call it a water truck.
Oh my God,
that's incredible.
I had my own idea prepared for today. Nothing like what you two have proposed today.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time, brother.
I thought to myself, because here in America, I can't speak for the rest of the world, but I assume it's very similar. Here in America, we have, driver's ed and common knowledge, driving instruction, right? Like there are rules and roads that everyone should know, right? Everyone knows when you hear a siren for any type of emergency vehicle, you should get out the way. And yet every day, I wake up and live in America and I hear a fire truck coming down the street and he is blaring his horn for 5 minutes because there is some schmuck who doesn't know, hey, yeah, you're at a red light, but there's a fire I need to go to really badly, and you're in my way. Just go. Just go. So I don't know how to fix that problem exactly, but I know how to get a fire truck to the scene, to the scene much faster if there's traffic involved. And I propose we give the fire truck the falcon fruit. The falcon, the fire truck can simply fly to scenes.
The preamble.
Oh yeah, I fully envision
falcon.
I just fully envision a fire truck with wings, talons, and the head of a falcon. Some might view it as nightmare fuel. I think it's great.
I'm imagining some Blastoise knockoff where it's mostly bird and then it's just got this whole hose attached to its back.
I like your vision. I think we could add more fire truck to it. We just got to workshop it.
Yeah,
we just got to workshop.
I love that you chose Falcon 2 to get the fire truck where it was going. Well, as I understood what you were going for, my first thought was spring, just let it bounce over these cars in front of it.
Dude, that would be cool though.
Your idea is better, but if you want the most efficient version of yours, you give it the door fruit.
Nah. I think the even better one would be fucking the Phoenix fruit, because you still get the flying bit. You don't get there as fast, but then when you do get there, you can also heal.
Oh, yeah, and I still get to keep my flamethrower truck.
And you still get to be a flamethrower truck.
Oh, it's the best. Hell yeah, Phoenix truck.
We've solved it.
We did it. we found the right answer.
We made it to the right answer, guys.
Incredible.
Oh, man. I fucking hate us.
Well, fellas, I don't know about you, but I think we cooked here today.
I think we, dude, it's well done. Not well done. It's just medium rare. It's perfect.
Yeah, I think we punked the shit out of this.
Hell yeah.
We punked the fuck out of that Vega.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, with a job well done, there's only one thing left to do, boys, and that's to wrap up the show.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you, everybody, for listening to another episode of our podcast. If you would like to follow us on social medias, you can do so. Panda Sightings on Instagram and Twitter. We're working on getting reels back to the Instagram feeds soon. So look out for that. If you'd like to send us an email like Zach did, you can do so at pandasightings@gmail.com. If you'd like to support us monetarily like Taco and Solamander and a bunch of other people have, you can join our Discord, the link which you can find in the episode description or the link tree in the podcast social bios, and you can support us there. We have gotten rid of our Patreon for the most part and want to really center everything on a Discord community, and so you can talk to us there. If you want to sign up for our memberships there, you can do that. And you can just have a grand old time. We're supposed to be soon doing we're implementing a thing in the Discord where we do live streams more often for different things. Maybe it'll be a One Piece recording. Maybe it'll just be for fun. Who knows? And speaking of ways that you can support us, you can also check out our Redbubble shop if you want something tangible for your money. And even more especially, we are working on getting specific merch out now other than just the Redbubble stuff. And the hope is that the merch store can be ready for the month of April, but that's a tentative date. Just know that fun things are in the work. And we will let you know in the coming weeks when there are more developments.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for that rendition, Christian. So, you guys, I got a question I want to run by you.
Go on.
How much investment money do you think it would cost to potentially pay Funimation to redub the entire show, but in musical form? What do you think a number would be?
So many millions of dollars.
Many millions?
So many millions.
We're talking about hundreds of episodes here, brother.
I mean, but what if the best I could do is like $350?
You get one song for 2 minutes, not even 60 seconds.
What are you talking about? Take that shit to Fiverr and ask one of the actors.
I was just gonna say, wait, you're giving me 2 minutes for $350? Like, hold on.
Yeah.
If I do the math, hold on. How many minutes of One Piece is there? let me
Oh my God! Stop.
Multiply that by 350 and then see what the number would be.
No, you take that 350 to Fiverr and hope that one of them.
Hold on. 1122 times around 24 minutes an episode. There are approximately 27,000 minutes of One Piece currently, and that includes. We don't have to musicify the filler. We could skip the filler, but we'll be a conservative estimate.
I would also say 24 is definitely not the right number to use there. I would use something more like 19 or something to cut out the OPs and the recap stuff.
I like the way you think. All right, fine. 1122 times. We'll call it 19. I like the way you think. That's closer to 21,400. All right, so 21,400. 21,400 times 350. That was the number I was told. If I multiply that by 350, it would only. Oh, hold on.
Wait, was it 350 an episode?
I think the math. Hold on. I think the math did math. Hold on. 11 22. It came out to being trillions, and that there's no way that happened.
Wow.
Hold on one second. No, the math did not math for a second. Times 19. We have this number.
Great end bit, by the way.
Yeah, great end bit. Now times 3.50. There we go. So it only cost me 74 grand? Brother, I can afford that. Let's do it. 75 grand out all day. Let's fucking go, brother.
Yeah, who needs a house?
Who needs a house? Wait.
No, it's all right. I already rolled up the contract and sent it off to Oda, so you should be getting your music piece any day now.
Ah, shit. All right. Well, I guess I'll have to go back to living in that pipe again.
Well, with that being said, thank you, everybody, and good night. But not for Brendan.
Bye.
He's not going to be sleeping for a couple of days as he readjusts.
Yeah, I'm not going to sleep very well the next couple nights. This is not going to be good.